Hello everyone, and thanks for stopping by my channel. I have had a very busy, rough day today, but I did want to get this video done because tomorrow is Monday and it has to go out to YouTube. And I can see I need to glue that down, but I'll worry about those little issues later. So in the beginning, I was going to do the tab type thing like this, and I was just having the worst time trying to figure it out, and I don't need to worry about stuff like that. So I am going to use, I should say, this cardstock to hinge these pages together. And I may end up, putting lace here as well, like in this area. So depending on what you want on this side to show, I've got, this print that I printed out earlier. And I just cut it roughly the length of my page, which I think I measured it for a while. But I decided that I wanted to put the pages together. So, I don't know, it's just a little easier when you're doing ephemera. They're like 5 1/4 high. So, and I did 1 1/4 and folded those in half. And then I'm going to, this is the very last page, or the page for me, I guess it's going to be the last page. So what I'm going to do, well, I hate doing this to you guys, to ink, but actually, I don't know if I need to ink in there. So, yeah, it's been a hectic day, and I was building a little desk to put in my bedroom because I need a space. I need a space that I can use my Cricut and my laptop to pay bills and stuff like that, because I've got right now mixed up, I've got bills with journal stuff, and I just thought at one point I thought I could do it all in the same spot, but I'm not doing a very good job. All right, so I'm going to fold that back so I can see. I'm going to put it right on this edge. And it's a little bumpy. I've finally got, this is a very, well, for me, it's time consuming. I mean, I only have 5 pages. And if I had made this bigger, I'm like, I would really be behind. Okay, so I think I can put this one here. So on this one here, we're just going to glue it. I did try to do this with the this lace, and it just is too messy. It, the lace would stick to each other because the glue would seep through. And okay, so now we're going to take this one and set it on top of here. And kind of line that up the best you can. I mean, none of these are straight, so, but when we open it, oh my goodness, did you have to fall apart already? I swear. Let me get it back on. Okay, basically I wanted to check, so can you see in there? Because we need enough room for the page to open. I think it's okay. If not, I'll rip it apart and do it again like I've been doing. So I'll put it, well, that's not going to help me because I need to actually move on. So I guess if I just keep those closed, something like that, just to keep it from moving out. Okay, let me get another one of these guys. I'm using on this one, what is it called? Frayed burlap. I haven't used this for a long time. Okay. So I was trying to put this desk together. I'll tell you, that's why I've never bought something from IKEA, because I don't know how I could get it together. I mean, IKEA is, I guess, really hard. This one was from Amazon, and they're usually not that difficult, but it wasn't that difficult. It's just, it's trying to maneuver it around while I'm, you know, every time I go to put one of the screws in, which are all Allen wrenches, and they're all little tiny tools. I think I'm running out of that. They're all little tiny tools, so it's really hard to hold on to them, especially at my age, because I drop things and things fall out of my hands constantly. And that's what the screws were doing. They kept falling out. So it took a little longer than I had anticipated. That I have a guy who's, let's see if I do, I guess I have to do it that way. I have a guy who's painting my deck, and you know how that is, having people do work. Okay, so these are not quite even Steven, but I knew they weren't going to be. This is not thick enough to hold this. Give it a second or two. Okay, another one. And I tried, you go on YouTube and you say, okay, hinged junk journal. Well, I don't know why I'm doing this one here. But anyway, how many hinged junk journals can you come up with? Yeah. Oh, I forgot that one is not working. So there's a lot of different kinds of hinged journals. I did not realize that. A lot with washi tape, a lot with masking tape, just different stuff. But this is cardstock, so. And then we're always going to put this folded edge to the outside. I'm going to have to go back in and trim those a little bit, so that when you're all of your skip put in there, it all should look nice and neat. And I am having fun with this, really, because I don't do this kind of stuff much. And I kind of think I'm going to make it a giveaway, just because it's not very big. It's time consuming, but I don't know. It seems like maybe it would not be my best work. I don't know if it'll fall apart tomorrow. We've got a little bit of too much edge there. trim it off a little bit. Oop. Just cut my finger, which I've already done that a few times. Okay. This part here is blank because I know this is going to go in here. So I didn't, you know, go in there and gesso it. Okay. And then this one is going to go on there. And this was a napkin I found that had Happy Spring on it. And I thought, well, that would be a nice little cover. So that's what I'm going to use. And I plan to do a little more decorating on there. I pulled out some leaves and things to maybe put on it, but so far I haven't. I guess I gotta do this side first. So far I haven't decided. But there is a lot you can do. I did want to try to do maybe a flip page somewhere. But this one here is kind of an Easter, spring. Easter's kind of early this year, too. And I hope I can get it done early enough that at least when I ship it, it can get there by Easter. So if I do have a giveaway, you don't have to comment this day on this video. But when I do my flip through on this one, well, I don't really have a whole week or whatever to wait for you to respond. So I don't know. When I do the flip through, we'll just do a couple days of, comments, and then I'll figure out who it goes to. But because I had so many issues with, well, not so many issues, but I didn't realize that some of you, I thought I knew most everyone that was out of this country. I knew who they were, but I didn't. I was kind of shocked at some of the people were out of the country. So if you decide you want to get this journal and you're out of the country, you can sign up for it when I do the, you can leave a comment, but that would be where you would pay the shipping. The journal would be free, but you would have to pay the shipping. Because, it's just too expensive to send it overseas now. I mean, it's too expensive to send it anywhere, honestly, but I don't know. And at this point, I've been trying not to charge shipping if I can get a reasonable price for the journal and including the shipping. Okay. Oh gosh. Wrong top. I pinched myself with a pair of pliers. I was trying to hold on to something with a pair of pliers, and the pliers slipped and I pinched myself. That wasn't any fun. All right, so where are we now? Okay, saved. How many minutes have I been? Only 14 minutes. Alrighty, guys. So now, I guess we could start adding. See, that's why I kind of wanted to. I'm going to bend this right now while I can, because the glue is a little bit movable. So you need to leave yourself, if it was cloth, that probably wouldn't be a problem, because whoops, comes all the gesso flying off. All right, so here let me check this just again real quick. That page, that page, this page, this page, and this page. Okay, so I hope that it's leaving me enough room to put ephemera if I have any spaces. I think that's might be why I noticed Amy did hers after she finished decorating them all. So, all right. I want to decorate this cover, but I think I'll wait and work on that later and get these other pieces in. So this is one that I had done. And see if I can get it to glue down with this thick stitching that I put. And it's going to be a pretty big knot. I'm so hungry because right now is my snack time. By this time of the day, I usually sit down with a cup of tea and get my cross stitch out and work on that. I'm trying to do, it's called the American Sampler. This is the one I'm working on. One of these days I can put it on camera just to show you what it looks like, but I want it done before the 4th of July for our 250th anniversary. But I don't know. It's not looking good. Let's put it that way. It's only half done. And I started last September, and so what's that? Already 6 months at least. September, October, November, December, January, February, March. Yeah, 6 months. I was just thinking maybe a little thing like that would be cute on there. Let's just... If bottles get any harder to get the glue out, I don't know. I'm going to use double-sided tape. I don't want to use double-sided tape only because I don't know how long it would last before turning some weird color. Look at this, just doesn't even want to stick. Period. Let me get some of my double-sideds. I watched this morning Bohemian Crafting. I forgot what her, Eva. And she uses double stick a lot in her journals because she makes the most unusual journals. Unusual ones. And I would love to make one, but Oh, that one's got thread. I like it when I find them with thread in it. Because then, let's see if I can find another one. I like the old ones when they just cut them off the blouse and or shirt and left the thread hanging. Those are actually different buttons, but put the little one inside the middle of it. I know, I remember my mom did not toss one button out. I could use fabric tack, but that probably would show. I don't think I could use double stick to put the buttons on. Get that lid open. Things you don't use that often. Okay. Where are they? Are always at the bottom of the pile. Still working on organizing my room in here. I was watching a video. You must think that's all I do. If something, you know, goes across my screen that makes me think I need to, oh darn, that one's gonna come out. Let's see if I can save it. Anyway, it was about adults with ADHD, which is what I supposedly have. And it's kind of cool. I don't know if it'll work or not, but basically, see, what happens to me is I'm all over the place. I can't focus on one project or one. I'll start cleaning the house and all of a sudden I'm in the room that I'm not supposed to be in, and that never did stay. I was trying to poke it back. Oh well. Anyway, and they said to, I mean, I don't know how many times I've made a list and, you know, tried to check it off and all that, and then all of a sudden I don't know where the list is anymore, and that's the end of it. So she said to take sticky notes, and on one sticky note, just write that thought that you want to get done. And so that's what I did yesterday. Today, I don't know. I did put a couple notes, but then after you make those notes, well, she said to write everything down you could think of, and yeah, I don't want to go that far, but I thought I would just write down a few things. And I have a pad of sticky notes now in every place, because I never think of it, what I want to do. And I'm not in a room where I can actually get a sticky note. I gotta remember this has got to be glued underneath. So I'm gonna have to keep my eye out on that for that one. Where's my journal cards for this? Oh, they're here. I didn't cut them all out because a lot of these journal cards in this were quite large. Now, let's see. I guess I can always move them around. This one's already been cut out. I need to sew around it. That might look a little better with the bunny on the front. Okay. Now I could do something on this side. Let's see. This one. No, I don't want that there. Since this one has to go over the page. Unless it doesn't work out for me. No, that doesn't work out. And I don't think I want it here either. Not really. Nope, don't want that. I might be able to put it there. All the paper on the edges were rough, so you know, the gesso's really stuck to it. Wish the leg of that was out of the way. And if I do it on this one, it'll be on the back. Okay, if I do it over here. I can still put a journal card there. It'll just be on the back page. And in this case, you know, I can add another page. So I could add something that's flatter there. Okay, so on this one, this is the one I made. Excuse all my bright colors back here. I just needed to make sure the card could slide in without getting hung up on that. Okay, this is the Crafty Cat. Was I going to go this way with it? I think so, because I kind of like that coming down inside there. Stay glued. And then this part, I am just going to glue it up here at the top. And this I have the, this one I need to sew it. Okay, what are you hooked up on? Probably that. There we go. I wanted her face and the bunnies, and it was kind of hard to get it to do that, but it looks good. All right. And then I thought I would put something down here. Oops. You better stay glued. Back here, I just want to put a little journal card. I like something a little bit bigger. smaller, but she's cuter. She's cute in there. Put something like that. Use these up. I wonder what... Looks like Little Miss Muffet sitting on her tuffet. I think that's cute. I think I like it. Okay. I wish I had art glitter glue. Look at these scissors, won't even cut anymore. I mean, they cut paper, but they... I guess this is not more fabric than it is paper. Okay, so if I just go up like that. Let's see if this leaf would look good on that. I think it just looks better that way. All right. Yeah, my art glitter glue, I tried to get it out of the bottle, and I couldn't. I cleaned out let me test this again. I think I want it right there. The nozzle and all that, got that cleaned out, but the glue that's in the bottle, I think it's just been there a long time. And I thought, well, I'll add some water to it. I just haven't got around to it. Not a lot of water, because it won't be art glitter glue. Do you guys remember that stuff that I bought a long time ago? I don't know where from, but I think it was on, you know, one of those programs where they do the craft show every year, kind of like Tim Holtz. This was another company. And it was sticky paper, and you put your piece on to that sticky paper, and you could pull it off, and the sticky paper would attach to the back of these really intricate designs, and then you could just stick them down on your page. But I don't even know what I did with it, if I even have it anymore. But it wouldn't come off evenly. I mean, when I pulled it up. So I didn't really care for that. Whoops. Okay. Okay, I'll go this way. I feel like I want that leaf to be on the front. Like that. Okay. Glue this down. This was so much fun to make, these collages, and cut them out in different shapes. I was looking at stuff the other day. It's Hobby Lobby or Walmart. I don't remember. Because they have all their Easter stuff, you know, out. And I was looking for like cookie cutters or something that I could use for templates. But I didn't see anything. Okay. I think it was this one. Let's see. I was going to say if my time's up, I'll put my stapler on top of that to hold it down, but I think it'll be okay. As it gets down there. Okay, so that's cute. A little word over here would be cute. I don't think I have any words that are cute. You know what? I don't even like that. Look at that black ink on it. All right, I may have to come back and add a little something there. I found all these little pieces of pink mesh and stuff. Okay. Yep. This is a paper clip, and it's a pocket, and this Lisa sent me a long time ago. I don't know how she made it exactly, but I thought maybe I could find a spot for it in here. Okay, we're on the back, right? All right, so yeah, you know what? I'm not going to be able to use this over the page. The only thing I could do is I could glue it down, and then I could put stuff under it, like so, and it would stay in. Put a journal card in there. That one's too wide. Okay. Let me think. I had a couple things I was going to do. Let's see. These are from the kit, but that does take away all. Let's try this smaller one. It's like a 3-tier pocket, but we really can't get 3 tiers here because I don't have enough height. But I could do that. Okay, let me put this on here. I was going to make this little pocket thing because I thought it could go, you know, sideways like this, not up and down. But I went to print another page, a page that I could do that, and then one of my inks went out, and I'm like, I got to get this done. Oh, darn, I should sew around these. Darn. Oh. Okay, so if I don't like to sew here, so I could glue this and this, and then take this and sew it together. Let me do that. I hope all of you are enjoying this little hardback book, what was it? Hard book? Something like that. Because they're not very expensive. Oh, and you can find them all day long at yard sales. They're just one of those books that mom doesn't want to have because they're bulky. They're, you know, babies like them and they chew all the edges. They're the first to go when it comes to babies. I think that looks cute there. Now, see, I didn't put much of that. I might want to put some back in the background. Some of the gesso. So maybe when I sew around this and glue it down, I might put some gesso on there too. That might be kind of hard to get a journal card in there if I don't get it glued down really good. I kind of like that as a backdrop though. Yeah, I don't know. One journal card. I had so much I wanted to get done. Well, this one would be a good size. I mean, that would fit nice. Doesn't have to be. I guess it would have to be something around this size up here. Do you guys remember the journal I made with this kit? I had to use only the blue because it was for a baby boy. His name was Duke. It was so cute. Cute little journal. Oh, I don't know. I shouldn't have cut around that like that. Now I've got to cut it all like that. Should go get my crinkly scissors and do it right. I ripped it. So I can put one in the back. I put this one up front. Just because she's a sweetie. Cute. Okay. So we'll put that together. And where are we at time? Okay, so I'm going to probably call it a day. I don't know what happened to my maintenance guy. He went to lunch 2 hours ago. 2 hours ago. See, I thought I could even come back in with lace inside these. But that doesn't look too bad. I like that look. Okay, so one of these, and I guess we'll just make it that one. I'm going to put an envelope. And I want the flowers to be coming out. But I don't know, that kind of takes over the whole page. I thought I had another one that had the V shape, like, you know, but, yeah, so I think I'm going to do that there, something like that. And this guy, I don't know yet what to do with him. He's just not making me happy. And then we just need a journal tuck in here. I'll just find a journal card that looks good in there. All right, guys. So I'm going to let you go right now. And, you know, I should have this done pretty soon. I don't know. Maybe I'll finish working on it and then next Monday do a flip. Well, maybe I'll do a flip through before that. I can't believe time is it's just flying by. Just doesn't make sense. I don't know if you guys are having the same feeling, but boy, when I went to work, it took all day for me to, it's like, can I go home now? And then I finally, my most favorite job was out, not in the office, but out in the environment of, you know, not customers, but the people that I had to work with. I'd have to go to their buildings and check on them and stuff like that. And I love those days when I did that. So we might put just a little bit of a edge on that. Whoops. One little second. Oh, not this one. Where is it? This don't, man, that's a little too big. That would have been cute. Maybe I could find something else that's a little less, well, thick for one. I didn't pull out anything else. Actually, I might just do something like that. But I don't know, this doesn't look as frilly when it's sitting on something. Kind of like that. Kind of think, well, this would fit all the way. Kind of like that because it's white. Oop, that doesn't go all the way. Well, let's see, maybe I could get it. Oh no, that covers up that guy. All right, that's not going to work. All right. Keep talking to myself. All right, guys, have a great day. Start to a good week, and don't forget to subscribe and comment and like. And then when I do the flip through on this, those comments will be put into a drawing to receive this book. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed everything today. And I'm going to try to get a few things done this week on here. And kind of get it, you know, to the finish line. Alrighty? So we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.